Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Brookside Park, Talty Field, for the 2022 Senior Baseball Showcase featuring Estabrook Hawks and the Senior All-Stars. Let's meet the Estabrook Hawks. Wearing number 7, plays shortstop, the student at James Rhodes High School, Kevin Roche. Extra player from Parma High School, number 15, John Wallace. Student at Rhodes High School, first baseman, number 13, Juan Luis Toribio. Student at Tri-C, left fielder, number 8, Ricardo Medrano. Catcher from Rhodes High School, number 11, Joangel Rivera. Number 14 from Bard High School, Brandon Wilshire. Student at Parma Senior High, center fielder, number 2, Cameron Story. Right fielder attends Lincoln West High School, number 11, Angel Umpire. Wearing number 6, plays outfield from Bard, Dustin Samaji. Catcher pitcher from Rhodes High School, number 10, Miguel Pieper. Estabrook team is managed by C.J. Hawkins, assisted by Jacob Martinez and Cliff Hawkins. Now let's meet our star team. From Gunning Gators, number 1, Daniel King. Student at John Marshall, second baseman, also from Gunning Park, number 8, Josian Cruz. John Hay, student from Gunning Gators, number 13, Marshall Shorts. Representing Collinwood, Dugan team, number 5, Jermaine Palmer. Student at Ginn Academy, number 17, Jarrell Burris. For number 5 from Ginn Academy, Marquise Pinkney. West Denison Guardian representative, number 13, Sam Nelson. Lakewood High student, pitcher shortstop, number 4, Ben Nelson. Representing Earl Turner, number 5, Emilio Rivera. Number 1 is from Central Catholic, representing Earl Turner Recreation, Raymond Reed. From Lakewood High School, representing West Denison Guardians, number 12, Sean Andrews. Junior at Holy Name, representing Obal Knights, number 13, Nico Torres. From the Obal Knights, junior at Holy Name, number 5, Matthew Vega. League All-Stars are managed by David Egan from the Gunning Gators, assisted by Steve Nelson from West Denison Guardians, and Daryl Craig from Collinwood Dugan. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to remove your flags, your hats, and face the flag for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at a twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stars and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we marched.
Career ambition, you know, One and two.
No, I'm going back a bit. Thank you.
Two and two.
I'm watching my stepbrother for a little bit. He's number 7 in police.
He'll be over at Cleveland Central Catholic this year as a senior.
Two and one.
Brookside, Talty Field, and that's a story in itself. We go back when the MLB All-Star game was here and how they came out.
Espérate, Roche's brother. Mira. Don't put fingers like this. So that ball, foul tip come quick, you won't have time to
And two.
Said that to a guy, a man standing there. Like, my man,
Three.
sir.
And
Fingers on him. But his daughter standing right there. And he looks at her, he don't say nothing to her, dude, right next to her. I felt it before he got there. I didn't touch her, but I felt it.
Played Oracle Roads. Let's see. The ones that pitch it, Roads. The one that's batting. Where's your brother? Where's your brother? Heads up!
Auto play.
Hey, somebody get on that. Hey, what are you saying now, Reed?
One and two. Play.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Right? 1 ball, 2 strikes. Boom. One ball, 2 strikes.
Two and two.
2 balls. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Oh.
Okay. Two and two. Play.
Yeah, that was a go.
He still caught it, though.
He caught it?
Yeah. Wait, what team are you on? This side or this
This
side?
side. This side of my brother. Come on. One strike.
It's Cleveland. That's all Cleveland. Rhodes is Cleveland. That's why they have those shirts, Cleveland. Because Rhodes is the baseball team, Cleveland.
2 and 1.
Two strikes. Two strikes.
Two balls.
One strike.
Two strikes.
2 and 2.
Two balls. Two strikes. One more strike, he's out.
Right.
Oh, baby.
I know you're not feeling good. Should I stop and get you food before I get home?
Here we go. Play.
Watch your fingers in the fence, guys. Just watch your there you go. When I was putting that flag out there, waving the whole time, and I was telling you, as soon as we start, the national anthem is going to drop, and they just drop. They just sit. I was looking at Tim, I waited for him to give me a look.
You're supposed to get the fan, offset the fan behind it.
And these guys give me, I don't have to hold big rep ball. I had to wait to hold down. I think I'll bring my nieces next time.
Right. No problem. I got you, Uncle. I got you.
Infield turn 2. What?
The last time I seen that kid, he was smiling at that kid walking over there in the green. Then when I walked up, I was like, dude, your name? And he looks at me, and I was like, name? He tells me, he's like, oh, yeah, nah, bro. He's like, that's not laughing at you. Brother, youngest son. Ralph was starting to like this one kid play for me. Guess what day his uncle, you guys just came from Dominican about 5-6 years ago. Yeah. That is like, yeah, I played for this guy. You can play for me. Brought him up to me,
Okay. Here we go. Play.
And was Gunny or Clark? That coach Clark.
Hey, John, you suck.
Who's on his team?
I want to say he used to have a yellow orange color. And then all team won.
Yeah.
He did promotion. He was promoting
He's got some quick hands, so.
Yes, he does. This is going to go all the way to the wall. The big guy will come into second standing up with a solid double, and they're on the board as Roach comes around to score. Now batting is number 8. for the Estabrook Hawks. Ricardo Medrano, another league all-star left fielder.
Counts 1-1. He had a long swing his first pitch. I think his coach told him to shorten it up. One ball, 2 strikes.
A little bit outside.
Yeah, just a little bit high. It's a good idea. Fouled it. And our pitcher, Sean Andrews, you know, Tim, there's another thing. If you looked at the second base, the runner on second, Sean Andrews is not giving him enough looks or varying his looks to keep him close, and he just took off on that. Luckily, he fouled it off.
No ball, foul. And you know what, Coach? Sometimes they get in the habit. You know, when you talk about pitching, you know, they get in it where they automatically do the same thing. And eventually those good base runners see it. You know, he looks once and doesn't look back again. That's what you're referring to.
Exactly. Yeah, you have to vary your look. So the first time you might look once, go to place. Foul tip, strike 3, right into the glove.
So that's the second out of the inning. And now it's number 11, Joangel Rivera. And he's a student over at Rhodes High School, getting .444 on the year. He's their catcher. And they talk about him like, hey, this guy can block the ball. He's got a good arm.
And Sean's doing a good job out there. He's coming inside on these guys. He just missed that first pitch inside. But I mean, he has to stay there. To be a good pitcher, you can't be afraid to throw inside. It's definitely just missing.
I remember that when they always talk about that walk, I don't know what the percentage is.
Oh, you got him. Oh.
So he walks. So now you have first and third, 2 outs. And now coming up to the bat is number 14.
Brandon Wilshire.
This guy's got to be a basketball player. Was he about 6'4", Coach?
Yeah, he's a big kid.
Man.
Big kid. I just love baseball players that are tall. Like, that's like playing against the Yankees, you know? Every Yankee is like 6'5" and above. He's just missing outside. He's just got to bear down and keep pitching. But Brandon Wilshire wants to be an electronic engineer.
I'll tell you one thing. If this guy gets his pitch, the size of him, you got to think he's going to be able to. Oh, just got by him.
Just got by.
1 run will score. Here come the second. They'll come the throw.
Close play.
They got him.
That was a good throw from the second baseman. You know, some people would have got down on that play, but he stayed with it. Was able to make a good throw.
So they do pick up the additional run as Umpire, I guess it is. I hope I'm not butchering too bad, comes around to score. So they get 2 runs. And at the end of one full inning, it is the Estabrook Hawks 2 and the Senior Stars 0. So we'll be back with more of the senior showcase right after this.
Young brother, if you pick up this to settle a petty dispute or beef over a girl or perceived diss or territory, there are only two places you will end up. Either in a 6 by 8 foot hellhole known as a prison cell, or here in the cemetery, in an even smaller kind of box, a coffin. We don't need another tombstone, street corner shrine, vigil, or mother in tears wailing about how the son she loved died alone in a hail of bullets on a cold, dark city street. We've had more than enough of that. What we do need, however, are more young men who go on to become business owners, doctors, lawyers, and teachers. More young men who live long enough to become great fathers and grandfathers. Knowing how to load and cock a pistol and pull a trigger doesn't make you a man. So don't settle your arguments with a gun. Talk it out. Don't shoot it out. We give a damn about you. Your life matters.
Well, welcome back to Brookside Talty Field, where you are watching the senior baseball program. It's a showcase where we have the All-Stars all forming up for one team, and our league leader, the Estabrook Hawks, taking them on. And again, these are youngsters from the ages of 16 to 18. So, folks, you're going to see some different colors. Just bear with us. We'll try to get you to the right one. So leading off now for the Senior Stars is number 4, Ben Nelson from the West Denison Guardians. He's the left fielder, and he'll hit one in the hole. There comes the throw.
Whoa. What a play.
Oh, man.
This is what this showcase is all about, Tim. He went back deep in the hole, nice backhand, got rid of it quick, and got a little help from the first baseman. Hey, you can't ask for anything better than that from your shortstop.
What a play. I see a guy throw like that from the hole. They're looking at you right away.
Oh, yeah.
So now batting is number 13, and I believe that's the brother, Sam Nelson. He's from the West Denison Guardians.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's like Tristan McKenzie.
Other one's a shortstop. Good fundamentals. Right to him.
How many times do we sit and watch a Guardians game? You say, please don't hit that ball to that guy one more time. Let's go somewhere else.
And that's Kevin Roche. Is that how you pronounce his last name?
Yeah, Kevin Roche.
Kevin Roche.
He's smooth, baby.
Yes, he is.
So now we have up.
I know a lot of schools that would like to have him.
Okay, this should be number 8 from the Gunning Gators, Josan Cruz. He's a student over at John Marshall High School.
If I'm not mistaken, I think I worked with Josan before also.
2 and 1.
You know, the
3 and 1.
when you're a parent and now being a parent of a child, you're so sensitive to where I'm going to get my child and take them to a program and get involved in that program. Tell us from a parent view, what are they looking for as a parent when you send your child to a program, Mo?
Well, from what I've seen in Cleveland, a lot of parents, they really, they'll tell you, I really don't know baseball a lot. So they're looking for good coaching, good guidance. and they're looking for their kid to improve, you know. And the main thing is that their kid is out there having some fun, and again making memories like we talked about before, Tim. But learning the game and being able to project that on the field after practice or something like that—that's the main thing.
So I didn't hear one word that everybody seems to think win. It's not.
No, it's not. It's not. At this age, you're developing your fundamentals. You're kind of like an artist working on your art, you know. And you have to look at it that way. Winning, especially in baseball, winning isn't everything. It's about getting better and developing each day.
Well, folks, we first want to tell you about one of the things that's going on in recreation right now at all your local recreation centers. And again, I know that school, as we say it, is around the corner, although some go to school in the summertime all the time now, so it's hard. But the free meal program at all your recreation centers that takes place after school. So again, you get the opportunity to send them up to the recreation center. Usually those meals take place right after school, and they're usually till about 5 o'clock. It's all totally free. And again, so it's a great opportunity where the kids can go to the center, get some nutrition, then recreate. And it goes on Monday through Friday at all your local recreation centers. So please take a moment and contact your local community rec center and ask about the meal program that they have after school. So leading off here in the third inning, if I have it right, bottom of 2. We're in the bottom of 2. And this is number 11, Joangel Rivera.
Or is it Angel?
Yeah, somebody calls him Angel Umpire. Okay, he's got a different number on. That's what threw me for the loop. Thank you. I thought we had him for that. So Joe Angel.
2 and 1.
So we got 2 balls, 1 strike as the count. Estabrook is up by 2. He took a cut right there, Tim.
I'll tell you, he's a big guy too.
Yeah. Really good cut.
You know, that's the other challenge that the baseball players have in schools. And I'm looking at a guy that's a high school football coach. If they see a guy like this out here that's this big,
yeah,
aren't they trying to nab him for football?
All the time. They already got like 200 kids out there each football field you go to, and then they want to take the baseball players from us. Can we have something?
Ain't that something? Yeah. But, you know.
That was a good pitch. Great pitch. And that's my thing, Tim. You know, I think even though I love baseball, I still was an all-around athlete, and I still pushed out on the kids to play every sport there can. You only get 1 shot at this high school thing, and you're never going to be in front of fans like that, you know, to be able to play a sport in front of a lot of people like that. So play everything.
So now batting is number 2. He attempted butt in there, and again, the number 2 is Cameron Story. Again, he's a center fielder. So, Ed, tell him to call timeout. Tell him to call timeout.
We get timeout, Blue. We get time.
Time.
And again, when you look at number 2 here, pretty big sized kid as well. 1-1 count, 1 out here. We're in the bottom of 2. The Estabrook Hawks are the batting team right now, and the senior stars are the other ones.
Tim, he went for one that was a little high there. But when that ball is at your eyes, though, man, it's hard to lay off. That's why I like to teach kids to keep their hands up. He still was able to get a piece of it and foul it off, but that was just a great pitch right there. Nice. Good plays right there. It's your third baseman, Emilio Rivera, making that play.
So now it'll be number 10. I tell you what, both teams showing the ability to make some nice plays here.
That's what the showcase is about.
This is Miguel Pieper getting 333 on the year for the Hawks. And he's a student over at Rhodes High School, wants to be an engineer.
Likes Jose Ramirez. So he's got the pitcher 2-0 right here. He should be looking to rip right here if he's get a good pitch. It's 3-0
count.
So Tim, when you're in the showcase and it's 3-0, you should have the green light. Shouldn't be, you know, nobody came here to see anybody walk.
Right. You know, and then you talk about the game of baseball and we talk about the different life lessons you learn in the game. But it really isn't just the coaches and the players. You're also dealing with the umpires, dealing with the officials.
Correct.
And a lot of times you've seen coach where an umpire will come in and tell, hey, son, you know, this is what the correct way to handle that.
Right.
I love seeing that because it's not about anything else but developing, giving them a good experience.
Right. You know, and I was a coach. I really tried to make sure I prided myself on showing the kids how to talk to umpires and how your attitude should be. And I tell my kids all the time, you shouldn't have to worry about the umpires because if you're hitting the ball and scoring enough runs, they have no part in the game.
Yeah.
You know, they're just back there doing their jobs.
So, yeah, Dustin Shamosi that's up here, he's a student over at Bard High School. Guy wants to be a mechanic.
That time, he didn't even look, so he didn't give his catcher a chance.
I'll tell you, that third baseman definitely has shown some ability, not even catching a ground ball, and coming off the bag.
Right.
You know,
a lot of guys get stuck over there, and that ball would be in the outfield.
Yeah, and then, you know, we'd be sitting here saying, well, you got to come off the bag and catch it.
Exactly.
Great play by that young man. Ground ball, here comes. Bare hand throw.
He had the know-how to know and say, hey, if I don't barehand this ball, I won't have a chance to make that throw. It's unfortunate that, you know, the ball went past the first baseman, but he had the will and the know-how to say, hey, it's a slow roller. I got to barehand this ball. It's the only chance I'm going to have of getting this guy at first. And he almost had him.
Yeah. And see, to me, that when you're scoring that, it's almost like the base hit in the air.
Right.
You know, because that would have took an extraordinary effort.
Right. With the average player, you know, made that play.
So we're back to the top of the order, and Kevin Roach.
Ooh, he took a cut. I like it though. It's showcase.
Oh heck yeah! Hey.
Let your helmet fly. You know.
He's saying, listen, you see my defensive skills. Now let me show you some of the hitting skills.
Yeah.
And he's been having a great year at the plate, hitting .625.
Never know who's watching. Yep, that ball's gone.
Is there water here?
Yeah, it's a big puddle over there. So I see her going to get it, but once she gets there, she's not going to get it.
This guy is a smart baseball hitter. Got our head scorer here, Pete LeCastri. been around a long time as an official and signer. And good hustle, good hustle.
Young lady went over to get that ball. I knew she wasn't going to get it. It's right in the middle of a big mud puddle. So he's got a 2-2 count here. And Shiny's coming, one of his best pitchers, came with 2 curveballs the last time. Right down the middle, and he takes it up the middle.
So Roach is on.
And you see Roach, I don't know if you guys see that at home, he took that big turn around first base. And that gives you that leverage. If that fielder just bobbles that ball, he's right at second base. That's what you want to see your ball players do. You know, the basic fundamental things, get around that bag and see if he's going to bobble that ball. Took that pitch right back up the middle. Gets there, he makes that turn. Now he just steals the bag. Let's put his team in a good position right here. Ends up at third. And that was it, that ball when he just stole second, it just kicked off a little bit. But it gave him enough to get the third. Aggressive, aggressive, aggressive. If you're going to pick up a kid, you know, for your college team, those are the kind of kids you want to pick up.
So 13 gets hit by a pitch. Juan Luis Tarebo, he lined out his first time over at first. So now, the last guy in the world you want to see coming up here, again, number 15.
It is John Wallace.
John Wallace.
He's got some quick hands. Goes to Parma High School. It's probably why I haven't seen him before. I like his hand placement. Throw it.
So 4-0. We're in the second. Estabrook Hawks with the lead.
And John is just being patient, sitting back, looking for his pitch. You got 2 outs. 2-0 count. So he's sitting dead red right here. And on that pass ball, you get another run.
Now, what's that famous word they use about speed? There's no
Speed kills. Yeah, speed kills.
There's no defense for speed.
No, I'm doing a pretty good job. I'm just
do the high school style every third pitch.
Yes.
Huh? Nah, I'm good. Oh, yeah. I do need
Baseball speed.
I'm so immature.
Game keeps you young. Yeah. Live like you're supposed to be, man.
It's a good game.
So while they're huddled up over there, we do want to also let you know, folks, about some recreation programs. And another one that is very familiar with Clevelanders all around the neighborhoods is the Cleveland Muni football program. Again, these are youngsters all the way from a 6-year-old all the way up through the ages of 13, 14. It's also not even just those divisions with the football side of it, but they have the same thing with the cheerleaders. And if you go to their website, again, it's clevelandmunifootball.org. You can see exactly where they're at in your community. You can contact them if you want to see them to get involved. Again, it's a great opportunity for them to get involved. And obviously, when we talk about fall, we feel the little bit of a cool breeze, Coach.
Yep.
I don't want to jump on excitement, but I'm excited. We're going to talk about that team down on the lakefront pretty soon.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So he ended up walking John Wallace. And John takes off the second right away. It's 2 outs. You might as well throw him out. So now you got runners on second and third with 2 outs. Got number 8 up, Ricardo Madrano.
In his last time up, Ricardo struck out. Here they
Another
come
run
again.
coming in. And he drops the ball. That's your 6th run. I mean, not too many runs off hits. Most of them are pass balls and errors.
Well, when you look at the game of baseball and you think in this terms, the 2 people that are going to touch the ball the most are the pitcher and the catcher.
Correct.
And they talk about when you start to work on fundamentals, and the first thing you're working with the catcher on is being able to catch it, to block it.
Right.
Those are things that never go into a stat book other than when the ball gets by you.
Yeah, Tim, that's a huge thing that we see up here a lot. You know, the building of a catcher, a true catcher, with the fundamentals. A lot of guys are scooping the ball up. Just got to be able to block the ball. That was a good snag, and it gets him at first. In the inning, they got some runs to make up. 6-0.
So we're going to go to the top of the 3rd inning, where it's been all the Estabrook Hawks here at Brookside Talty Field. And folks, we'll be right back with some more of the Senior Baseball Showcase right here from Brookside Talty Field.
If you are in need of food for you and your family, you can call the Greater Cleveland Food Bank at 216-738-2067. They are open Mondays through Friday from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. and offer services that can help you locate food immediately and apply for benefits, including food stamps. Visit their website at findfoodbank.org. You can also reach out to the Hunger Network of Greater Cleveland by calling 216-619-8155 or by visiting their website, hungernetwork.org. The Cleveland Metropolitan School District is also providing meals to children at 22 locations. Call 216-838-0000 or visit their website, clevelandmetroschools.org.
Welcome back to Brookside Talty Field, where you've been watching the Senior Baseball Showcase. And now batting for the Senior Stars is number 13. And the young man is
Matt Vega.
Matt Vega. He is from the Old Ball Knights. He's a sophomore, and it's Matthew Vega, we were told. He wants to be called Matthew, and that's okay. Sophomore at Holy Name High School, good student. And again, the Matthew Vega has been with the Old Ball Knights this season.
I think we might have the wrong guy, too. I think that was Marshall Shorts.
That was Marshall Shorts. I'll tell you, when they get all these jerseys that match up, that's Marshall Shorts.
Nico Torres.
Oh, they didn't even tell us. Oh, yes, they did.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Correct that. That was Nico Torres.
And then we have Sean Andrews coming up.
And he is a junior at Holy Name. And now We're looking at number 12.
And we have to let them know with this being an all-star team.
Yeah.
It's
pretty hard to figure out when they all wear the same
uniform.
numbers
Yep.
and everything else. So, if I got it right here, Sam, let me make sure.
So that's Sean Andrews.
Sean Andrews
That
with
was
the
our
base hit
pitcher.
up the middle. So Sean Andrews.
And so Sean went up the middle. He got a base hit, Tim. And, you know, I kind of noticed the small things that I try to put out there for people at home and kids that are watching. The ball went to the outfield. He should have came around and made that turn that we talked about earlier that Roche made. But he went straight through the base. So right here we have
number 5.
Jermaine Palmer.
Yeah, he's the catcher. He's from Collinwood Dugan. He's also a student over at Ginn Academy.
Swung through 2 curveballs. What do you think he's going to see for the last one, Tim?
Another curveball. I used to hate curveballs when I was playing. Give me a fastball, I'm good.
I never forget I was playing at Gordon Park. Oh, you didn't see a curveball. He's going to have to get back. And they're going to double him up. But, I was talking about the curveball, and I couldn't hit it, so I asked Mr. Floyd. I don't know if you remember Mr. Floyd. He used to coach Great Barrel.
Floyd Oyster.
Yeah. I said, Floyd, I'm having a real problem with the curveball. He said, hey, it's a ball. Hit it. And I was like, all right, I didn't think about it like that. And I never had a problem with the curveball after that.
Well, we'll take a look at it here on the replay, Mo.
Yeah. Drop down right over the plate.
And here's a ball that actually... And I'll tell you what, it doesn't show it. You can catch it on the screen, but that shortstop baited him, showing like the ball was coming here.
Right.
And he took that extra step before he realized he had to get back. Well, folks, stay with us. We're going to have a new pitcher coming in. He'll be getting warmed up. And also, we'll be back with more of the senior boys action right after this timeout.
Would you like to stay involved in America's favorite pastime game? If you love the sport of baseball and have some free time, then say yes to umpiring. There's a shortage of umpires in the Cleveland area, which means plenty of opportunity to work baseball and softball games in the Cleveland recreational leagues this summer. Training classes will start in February. To get the best seat in the house and earn additional income, contact Colin Robertson, President of the Greater Cleveland Umpires Association, at 216-314-5594 or email CROBERTN50@gmail.com. We'll see you at the ballpark.
Welcome back to Brookside Park, Talty Field, where you've been watching the senior baseball showcase. And a new pitcher on the mound. Again, this is Sam Nelson. He's from the West Denison Guardians.
He hit that one deep.
And
he's going back, and it's over his head. And it's going to roll to the fence. Made the cut. And that's number 11, the Joe Angel Rivera.
So
the catcher.
Off with a double.
Next up, we have Brandon Wilshire. Went 4-0 this year with 18 Ks in 13 innings. Wilshire had a .053 ERA. Loves the Dodgers and Trevor Bauer. Throw it down to third, and he's got him. Wow. Excellent throw. Excellent throw. That throw was right on the money, as you can see. Good tag, everything, perfect. Stay down with it, okay. First takes the ball himself.
So that's 2 down.
I'll tell you a story about Burrs, Tim. When I found when he came to play for me 2 years ago, we had a little fall team, and we were actually, teaching the game, going through everything. So we said, hey, why don't we just, play some games in the league? I looked at Burrs' glove, and he got a hold of that one, and he catches it. Nice catch.
Hey, two good jobs. 2 good jobs.
Well, they put it all the way to the wall, but they were ready for it. We'll take a look at the replay.
Good hands through the ball. That was just a great catch out there, Tim.
Exactly.
He showcased his power, but he's showcasing defense right there.
He said,
So 1, 2, 3.
They're going to have a field day on him.
So now we will be going to the top of the 4th inning, if I have it right. I'm trying to remember who the heck the visitor was because they got him sitting on the opposite side. So I believe the Senior Stars is the visiting team. So leading off for them will be number 13 for the Senior Stars. And I want to make sure we have the right one this time.
Dang, Kent.
It's Ball Knights. Union Gators, 13. Coach, this guy here is...
So Wilshire is still on the mound.
Marshall Shorts will be the... Marshall Shorts will be the batter coming up here. Again, if you are interested in getting involved in a lot of the free recreation programs, and the nice thing about this thing that we're talking about as far as baseball, and that when you're looking at next season, the best thing to do is to contact your local recreation centers. If you're not sure where there is teams in your area, you can pick up the phone and call 664-2346. Again, that's 664-2346. And again, it doesn't have to be just the senior division. We have ages from 9 to 12, 13 to 15, 16 to 18. And then we also have a T-ball program that's run at all the community rec centers so that you can get involved there as well. And we also have the senior girls fast pitch. So obviously, it's a great opportunity if you want to get involved in the 2023 season.
So here at Marshall Shorts, we got a 1 ball, 2 strike count. And he went after the high stuff, and that's going to be out number 1.
So this guy,
Marquise Pinky coming up.
again, the young man from Collinwood Dugan. And he's wearing number 4.
This will be Marquise Pinky.
This is this number 4. I don't know how we can have all these numbers and they're not the right ones. Good Lord.
Fouls one off. Yeah, I
5 was the catcher, so 4.
He's also a catcher too.
He's also a catcher?
Yeah, but he catches too.
So
I think he was the one that just threw the guy out, if I'm not
Oh,
mistaken.
they changed the catcher. Good. I can't talk right now.
That's going to be 2 strikes, 2 strikeouts
Okay.
for Wilshire.
So now we have the right one. Matthew Vega. He's from the Old Ball Knights. He's a sophomore at Holy Name High School.
And he takes a strike for the first pitch. The count now goes to 2-1.
Well, this was definitely a learning experience on these.
Oh yeah.
The star team. You have to have. We got to get shirts with numbers.
Goes up the middle, but it's caught by the shortstop, and he bobbles it at first, so he's in there.
So he reached on an error. So now we're going back to the top of the order. This is number 5. And Emilio Rivera. It's the guy who's been over at third base, right, Coach?
Correct.
It's been like the vacuum over there.
Yeah, he's been making some good plays over there.
Phenomenal.
And he takes a rip.
Oh, have a day, Emilio. Way to go. So a double by Emilio.
Yeah, he catches a curveball, just rips it in the left field. You can't hang those curveballs.
So now batting is number 1. Daniel King.
Raymond Reed. Takes one up
Earl
high.
B. Turner, Cleveland Central Catholic senior. Likes the Guardians. And Tim Anderson.
The good hit his last time up at bat.
Now, Coach, I know you probably haven't been around on TV much with summer being as busy as it has been, but I watched the other day the Guardians were playing the White Sox.
Yeah, there's another rip. Gets over to second base.
They said they're on the board. They're going to hold them there. So now we have number 1. This is Daniel King from the Gunning Gators. First and third, 2 down.
And I really think, Raymond should have been gone on that first pitch, but there he goes now. And that's going to hit the gap, Tim.
Better believe
That's
it.
going to roll all the way to the wall.
1 run will score. Here comes another. He'll head for third. They're going to hold him there with a stand-up triple by Daniel King.
That's how you hit the ball in the showcase. Those gaps and get the running.
All with 2 outs.
So with that hit, brought them within 3.
And now, Jarrell Burris from the Collinwood Dugan Gann Academy.
For me, he was known to take a lot of pitches, Tim, and I tried to get him, and you got to swing the bat. Got to swing the bat. And he went down looking.
That was not the one you wanted there, but hey, they come up with 3 runs in the top of the 4th. So it is 6-3 now. But again, the Estabrook Hawks lead here 6-3. We're going to be going to the bottom of the 4th inning. And we've been talking about a lot of the free recreation programs that are taking place in your local community. We also want to let you know that it is now time to sign up at your local recreation center for, again, it's volleyball season. It's the co-ed volleyball season where we have teams that are formed at all of our recreation centers. It's an opportunity. It's all free. Uniforms, equipment, transportation, everything is provided. And again, these range from the ages of 13 to 17. So please take the time to get involved at your local community rec center. And if you're not sure, you can always leave your name and number and we will get back to you. Just call 664-2346. Again, that's 664-2346. So, Coach, let's talk a little pro baseball, just because I sat there and I watched the White Sox play the Guardians the other day.
Right.
And I said to a friend that I met later on talking about the game, I said, I think the White Sox got to be one of the worst defensive teams I've ever seen in baseball. I mean, La Russa's got to be pulling his hair. I mean, there's so much you talk about in defense.
Yeah.
And, giving up outs, and that's at the professional level.
Yeah. It's a tough game, Tim. If you're not, in your mind, it's a lot of stuff going on, you know what I mean? And that's why they say baseball is more mental than it is physical. You have to be mentally there, and it just can't be one person on the team. It's got to be the whole team in chemistry. You remember the Cavs won the championship. I mean, nobody can forget that. But those guys were together all the time. They knew each other. They went out together. They had Halloween parties and things like that. And they had a chemistry, and that's how you win championships. And baseball has to be daily.
We're looking at Cameron's story, and I see the umpire come down. And we'll find out what they're going to be chit-chatting about. Oh, about how deep they're playing. He might be behind the dang thing. Yeah. So Cameron, just to give you an idea, folks, phenomenal hitter, Parma High School, and a good pitcher. 2-0 for him. He had eight strikeouts, 1.4 ERA. It used to be the longer you go down to the higher levels and that, they say, well, you're a pitcher, you're not supposed to hit.
Right.
And we talk about memories. I want to throw a memory at you, Coach, and see if you remember this.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you where it was. It was Brookside Field right here. It wasn't turf at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the senior team was playing. There was a guy named Manny Rodriguez. Line drive up the middle, base hit.
Yep.
And do you remember that day?
Yeah, I remember that time.
And you talk about a memory. Tell us what you did that day, Coach.
Well, those young guys, I was probably still in my 30s then. It was my late 30s. But, when you can hit, you can hit.
Mm-hmm.
And these young guys think they can throw those 89-mile-an-hour fastballs past you. And, what I've learned over the years, if it's straight, I'm going to hit it. And he made the mistake of throwing me that pitch right down the middle, and I took it right back in those trees somewhere.
And they looked at you and laughed, and you had the last laugh.
Hey, yeah.
What a memory, huh?
Yeah, that was great.
You'll remember that for the rest of your life.
Yes, sir.
And I'm sure Manny Rodriguez still remembers it.
Oh, yeah,
today.
every time I see him, I say, hey, how's the neck feeling? It took off like a rocket.
I think when you're saying, well, how's your neck feeling, it went out of here so fast, he turned his head.
Yeah, he turned his head, it was gone.
Here's the old trick play. They had the idea, but it didn't work.
Yeah, but not to take anything from Manny. Those guys were some good players. They were great kids to coach. And we had a lot of fun that day, but I wasn't just going to let them trample over my junior team like that without something to look back on. There's another pop fly, left field. So they got to talk. What I do like there, he kept the ball in front of him, Tim. And you know, sometimes on this turf, you're running for some balls like that, and they'll bounce right over your head.
Yeah.
So you got to know your playing field.
And part of it, you know, when you're playing defense, we talk about it all the time, is knowing what I'm going to do with the ball when it's hit to me.
Yep.
You see here's the fly ball. Now, see the pitcher standing there? He's got to get over there.
Yeah, he's got to get on that line.
And he's not over there.
Yeah, he's got to get on that line.
Look what happens. If he wasn't there, you know, he don't get there, then that's why that guy moved into second.
Right. You got to get the third base line because you might have to go home or you might have to back up third. But you have a job to do.
So this is the man that you talk about a showcase. He's kind of showed everything. He's shown the ability to play defense. He showed the arm.
Yes.
He showed the ability to hit. He's had quite a day here.
Yep.
You know, and he's not thinking about anything. You know, yeah, they want to win, but he's not even thinking about it. He's just thinking about, hey, get out here and just enjoy this game and play it.
Yeah, have some fun. I've seen today, I mean, it really showed me that it's, you know, it's good light on Cleveland baseball to show you, hey, it's still some kids that can play the game at a higher level.
And, you know, the thing that you didn't have in your time and my time is we didn't have to deal with a pandemic where we were shut down for a year.
Right.
Oh, that was so huge.
Terrible.
I mean, you lose a whole year like that, and then you're trying to come back, and that's tough. That's tough.
Yeah, it was terrible. And then it's, you know, it's ongoing right now, but it's like, okay, now we have things to compensate for it as far as vaccines and, you know, different kind of pills they're coming out with. The dribbler down the line. It's going to be a tough play. And he got him. Good job.
Good play on both ends. A nice job by the catcher. Again.
That's catcher's Marquise Pinckney.
Marquise.
Yes.
Pinckney. Nice job, Marquise. Way to go. So one down, and that was going to be his only play. You knew they weren't going to catch Rose with his speed. So now up is number 13, Juan Luis Toribio. I hope I say that right. He is lined out to first. He's been hit by a pitch.
And I like there, right there where umpire Marlon Henson really sold that. You know, there was no question that he was out. That's what a great umpire does.
And the one thing, folks, that all of you need to understand is we talked about it beforehand about how it takes everybody to make this work, and we would be remiss. This year, the Cleveland Guardians have stepped up and provided all the uniforms, all the equipment, and all the officials' fees so that these kids can play and enjoy the game absolutely free.
Yeah, that's huge, Tom.
Yeah. You know, and don't get me wrong that we couldn't do it without them. There's just no way. And Coach,
Right.
You know that just running your academy, how tough it is.
It's definitely tough. You know, we've been blessed. We've had a couple fundraisers that went well and some grants that came in lately. It's a good pick up by the shortstop. He's got to make that play.
Oh, short armed it there. So 2 more runs come in to score.
Yeah, and that's such a huge deal, Tim, that they would step in and do that. Yeah, because we want to keep our costs down for the kids and be able to give them that training so they can come back out here and actually showcase those skills even more, because right now we don't run any teams or anything, and that wasn't our goal. Our goal was to provide training. And that ball is deep, and he makes the catch. So now we got 2 outs.
Can you ever remember in the teams you played on when you would go to the hitter and say, hey, they're playing you in the woods.
Yeah.
You might be short enough and go with a single or something?
Yep.
So again, the John Wallace showing some power.
That's a balk. Yes, it is.
Seems like he knew it.
Yeah,
right away. Said,
Umpire Marlon Henson caught it right away. Nice curveball.
Ricardo Medina grounded out to second, struck out.
Yeah, he definitely likes to pull the ball.
And the other great news that we'd like everyone to know is that the teams that represented Cleveland in the regional competition over at Chicago, and again, a bulk of them play in our leagues right here. They went to Chicago this weekend and they came back with a berth to the RBI World Series. So they will be going to Orlando, Florida. And remember, I said the word teams, not just the senior boys, but also the senior girls fast pitch team. So our congratulations to them. And I know that a lot of that doesn't happen if we all don't work together to make it happen. So line drive, base hit.
And these guys are putting on a showcase, Tim. They are hitting the ball, which this is what people came to see. You know, nobody wants to see anybody walking.
So now batting is number 14. And again, Brandon Wilshire.
Yep. He goes for a high one. He puts it out there. Can he make the catch? No.
So we got two outs. We're in the fourth.
Ten to 4. This is Joangel Riviera coming up.
On the inside. Trying to catch somebody walking off, not looking. And again.
The Marquise is sneaky like that. He makes some good throws, though. And as a catcher, that's one of his weaknesses right there, blocking the ball. You know.
So here we are in the fourth inning. Fly ball, it is deep, but they're back there.
They're back there. Makes the catch.
He made the catch.
That's
awesome. Wow.
What a play. What a play. This is why these guys are in the showcase.
That's exactly what. Coach, I don't know if your ball went that far when you hit it, but it's the same fence. It had to have gone over that.
Mine
right?
went further than that. But these guys are 16, 18-year-old guys hitting balls like that, you know, and it shows some power. I mean, that was an awesome catch.
Unbelievable catch.
Awesome catch.
And again, it was number 1 that was out there that made that catch. And if I have it right, number 1, Coach, Raymond Reed, the young man from Earl B. Turner, Cleveland Central Catholic. What a catch.
Yep. Yeah, he caught it. He caught that. That's out.
The scorekeeper, the guy running the scoreboard, thought the guy missed it, and he made a hell of a catch.
I think he's going to have to change the whole scoreboard up.
So we're going to the top of the 5th inning. And now we got a new pitcher, number 13 from Estabrook.
Got a lot of 13s. Let's pick one. Juan Luis.
That's what I'm thinking it is. Juan Luis Torriba.
I signaled it too.
Hey, these are the kind of games where you put them out there and say, hey, let's see what you can do.
Right.
No.
But you couldn't ask for better weather, Coach.
No.
Couldn't ask for better weather.
Awesome.
Played out here today.
Luckily, no mosquitoes yet.
And a lot of the parents are out here supporting them. You know, people come by. They really enjoy watching this. And just a beautiful park, folks. If you don't get down to Brookside Park, please try to make a special effort. You will really be impressed. It's not just the field. It's not just they got the playground area. They got a sand volleyball court. They got a picnic area. They got multi-purpose fields.
Good hot dogs.
Oh, yeah. So, again, the good Lord has blessed us. They were talking rain 2 days ago that was going to be raining today, and it came through in the overnight hours and cleared out.
Yep. And again, with turf, you know, you don't have to put the quick dry on the field.
So, leading off, and again, when we're talking about a lot of things that are coming up, let's talk about next week. You know, Tom Castlebeer is going to come through, and the junior championship game. Again, it'll be the Estabrook Hawks taking on the Bedford Recreation Bearcats. Now, the Bearcats were in the championship game last year, and I believe they came up short.
They sure did.
So they're back, and the Estabrook Hawks, I think they were the ones that beat the Bearcats 5-3, if I remember, during the regular season. But that should be an exciting game to watch. It'll be 13 to 15-year-olds right here at Brookside Talty Field. So, folks, you know, look forward to that, the junior championship game. So, leading off for the All-Stars is number 4. And
Ben Nelson.
Ben Nelson.
He took one upstairs, swung at it.
Again, Ben Nelson.
So, Juan right here. Go ahead, Tim.
Coach, I got to say this. If you look at what he said he wants to do, look at Ben Nelson, what he wants to do.
He wants to be the GM of the Guardians.
He wants to be the general. He's not even, you know, he's not even thinking about I'm just going to play or in this position or he's just going right to the general management seat.
Let me pick the team and get it going. I see Juan has settled down a little bit. He's trying to overthrow at the beginning. He's got to settle down and drive down and throw strikes. So he's at full count right here. And I get it, you know, you're in the showcase, you want to throw hard, you want to show off that fastball. But when you get to doing that, Tim, then that's exactly what you don't want to do.
Yep.
You start walking guys, next thing you know, you look at the score, and then it's 10-7. And you ask yourself, what happened?
So now, number 13, his brother Sam from the West Denison Guardians.
He crossed up his catcher there.
He's planning on going to college, and he's talking about Tristan McKenzie.
Oh yeah, Tristan.
And Coach, I got to talk to you about Tristan.
Man,
what a pitcher. And I tell me this, Coach. Have you ever seen a guy that thin pitch in the major leagues?
Other than Randy Johnson, and I don't think he was that thin. No.
I mean, I saw the other day.
Oh,
they got him. Picked him off.
Well, I guess that'll make up for the strikeout.
Yeah. I mean,
or for the walk, sorry.
They had Tristan, he was pitching the other day, and the guys were talking about he's changing the belt loop. I says, I don't think he's got a loop more to go. You know?
Right.
But he's a tremendous pitcher, tremendous competitor. It comes back to anybody can play this game.
Yeah, you know, and it's funny you say that because you go back to Cleveland baseball, RBI. You had a guy named Carlos Ortiz, and he went through to North Carolina Central, got hurt his junior year, but still managed to hit the most home runs while he was there in North Carolina Central new history. And then he graduates, tries to play for Kent State, but his wrist was still hurt. Gets out in the workforce and says, you know what? I just want to be a barber. And now he's the barber for Tristan McKenzie and some of the other guys that play on the Indians.
Oh, my gosh.
Unbelievable. That's a story for you.
You know, the game just has so many things to offer in so many ways.
He's a traveling barber to a lot of MLB players. They call up Carlos Ortiz for haircuts.
This is number 8. Joshan Cruz.
He's got to get out front on that. He was a little late.
From the Gunning Gators.
It's right down there.
You know, and then the other thing, I know you got a special happiness in your heart right now. You know, I know how you basically raised Dante Lindsay.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and now you see he's getting ready to get married. He's got a kid.
Yep.
All I was thinking when I thought about him, I said, I sure hope he doesn't have his appetite.
Yeah, he's having a little girl, and it's just awesome to see. His brother just got married on Saturday. It's just awesome to see those guys grow up, you know. A lot of success stories.
Well, folks, we're in the bottom of the 5th inning. We'll be back with more of the Senior Baseball Showcase game right here from Brookside Park.
The need for blood is constant, and sometimes that need becomes critical. From accident victims and cancer patients to premature babies and those with blood disorders, hospital patients rely on all of us to make sure that blood is on the shelves and ready to help. That's why the American Red Cross needs you. Make an appointment to give blood today by calling 1-800-RED-CROSS or visit redcrossblood.org. Your one blood donation can help save up to 3 lives.
Welcome back to Brookside Talty Field. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. And again, you're looking at the Estabrook Hawks playing the Senior Stars. And we have a new pitcher on the mound, number 4. And when we talk about
Ben Nelson,
you know, it seems like both of them do some pitching, Coach.
Yeah, yeah.
Both brothers.
I'm sure they throw back and forth with each other at home. That's just pretty cool to have a brother that plays, you know, around your same age group that you can go out in the back and hit with and throw with. It's got to be cool.
You know, and then you have Dad that's probably out there helping coach.
Yeah.
But I'm sure he's going to get to a certain point. Well, you two guys play catch. My hand, my hand can't take it anymore.
Yeah, you know, I was watching the Dodgers game the other day, Tim, and I was just like, wow, you know, watching Mookie Betts. And then I look in left field, and my wife goes, Thompson. And I'm like, yeah, that's, you know, Thompson, he plays left field. So she goes, you know, what do you know about him? So I kind of look him up. Come to find out, he's Klay Thompson's brother.
Oh, wow.
I said, thought these guys are just freaks of nature, and their dad actually played in the NBA too. So got one brother in the MLB, one brother in the NBA, and dad's ex-NBA.
So now,
go ahead, Tim.
Now you have Miguel Peepers up, and center fielder had a walk, and he had a hit. He scored.
I just see a lot of talent on this field that just needs to be polished. You know what I'm saying, Tim?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, well, you know how I've always been about our Cleveland kids. If they're given the same opportunities, you know, and the same trainings and things that the other ones get, they can compete with anybody.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. Definitely. So Marquise threw the ball out over the third baseman's head on that steal. Just kind of a lackadaisical throw. Can't do that when you're down this far.
So 11-3 here in the fifth. Usually, and again, we're in a showcase, Coach.
Right.
Usually, you're not going to be stealing. You're going base to base at this point.
Exactly.
Because you want everybody to get the opportunity at the same time.
And that's another thing that the coaches have to teach their kids. You know, hey, the guys were playing in the showcase. Ease up. You know, we're not stealing here. So you at this point, you're just going through. You get a good pitch, you're hitting. You know, the coach looked like he gave him the green light on 3-0. But right here, you should not be stealing. You know, you should just be hitting your guys around, base to base. Now he's way off the bag.
So now batting is number 6, Dustin Samaji from Bard High School.
You can't just reach for that ball. You got to get over there and block it. Got to get over there and block it. Even though you're down like this, Tim, and again, it's a showcase, you never know who's watching. So you still want to make sure you still have your fundamentals together, you're still hustling, and, you know, you're still talking your guys up, and just playing the game, you know, still having fun.
Absolutely.
Still makes it fun.
No.
You just want to get outs in this situation. Well, he called him safe, but me personally, as an umpire, I would have punched him out.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I would have punched him out on that one.
But he had the call right. We know that.
Yeah,
Let's take a look at the replay here. Okay, you see the one guy come around here. He's in there. He's safe. I don't know if we got the other part of them coming into third but you can see here he picks up the ball and he's going to fire one down to third. And he had the call right. So 12-3, we're in the bottom of 5.
And one more run will be our run rule. Because it's 10 runs
Kevin Roach
after 5 innings.
Well, he started this off. I guess it's appropriate that he finishes it. You know. And again, as much as you see everything up high, Coach, when you see a pitcher constantly throwing high, what are you going to say to him?
To your pitcher?
Yeah, to the pitcher.
Well, you know, you just got to take your time and work down. You know, a lot of times these guys are leaving the ball up here instead of bending and following through. You know, they got to work downhill. Getting that front elbow through and bringing that down and coming through will help So you just got to stay with your mechanics. That's going to be a foul ball.
And then I think the other thing I'd like to talk about, especially before you leave here, is what's going on at Humphrey Park with the younger kids and Dennis Woods. You've been a part of helping them with that as well. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, you know, we just want to get kids more involved in baseball however we can. So Mr. Woods put this thing together, and we came together and collaborate with him. And just getting kids out there interested, teaching them the right fundamentals right off the bat. Not having to go and say, oh, we got to change this guy up because he's been with, you know, another coach that kind of didn't know the game as he should. You know, volunteer coaches, we get a lot of those nowadays. And they just really don't know the game to that in-depth that we need to start teaching these kids at. And that's where you get your a lot of unsuccessfulness. But Mr. Woods has brought a lot of people together in the Cleveland community. You know, the Guardians were at the table, and everybody, you know, and we just want to introduce baseball as much as we can to get kids to just start to play it and love the game. You know,
what I love about it is the younger kids.
Correct.
You know, many of them are the first time. So, you know, like he's always been a strong believer in, hey, if you can start at the younger level and start there, then they'll be able to take that trait and keep learning and learning. And it's great that you have people in the community. That's one thing I think that's a great thing about Cleveland is there's so many people out there that really want to make a difference in helping us become better.
Right. They want to see baseball come back, and we want to see kids playing the right way. That is the main thing. And it looks like we're going to have a pitching change here. Coach Egan's out.
So he will be looking to make, I believe, a pitching change here. Hey, how are you? Hey, Mike, how are you? So again, when you're looking at the new pitcher that's coming on, I believe, are they going with the big guy to pitch? Trying to decide who's pitching here. He's like, I'll take it.
Right.
So we got number 5 that's going to be pitching. And
Burris is coming out the game.
Yeah, so number 5 from the same team, Collinwood Dugan. That's got to be Jermaine Palmer, if I have it right, Coach, unless there's another.
Yeah, that's Jermaine Palmer.
Jermaine Palmer.
Yep.
Ginn Academy.
Correct.
And he'll be throwing to his teammate, number 4, from the Collinwood Dugan team. So it'll be the brothers' battery, I believe. It seems like they're related, but maybe
Pinckney,
not.
No, Pinckey is Marquise Pinckey.
Marquise Pinckney.
This is number 5. And number 4, sorry, behind the plate. So you have Jermaine Palmer on the mound.
So they're not brothers, but they're teammates all season long.
Correct.
And they're the Collinwood Dugan team.
They're brothers from another mother.
So we're in the bottom of 5. It's 12-3. And now batting is number 13 from the Estabrook Hawks, Juan Luis Taribo. I know I'm butchering that last name. I just know
I think you're going to do a better job than me.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, the big push to get baseball going, the Latin players always, you put them in heat in the hot, warm weather, they're out there playing.
Yeah.
They love it.
Yeah.
They love it.
Yeah.
Now, I always believe when you put them in the cold weather, it's not the same.
No, it's not the same. No, but it's just got to be things like what Mr. Woods is doing, is going to help revamp the game, and that's through there, and that's going to be the game on that. And we need more of that.
Ball game, Blue. Ball game.
We need more of that. So that's going to be the game right there. I think these guys got to showcase their talents. A lot of good players on this field, and I think we're going to see more of them in the future to come.
And again, you can see that a lot of these are friendships, people that will meet each other, and they'll talk about it during the year. And obviously, the person we want to talk to, is this the young man here? I don't know if it does. I don't know if we may have to give him, I don't think it does. Mo, we might have to give him that one. Okay, so let's do that. Young man, move over here. You speak English?
Yeah, I speak English a little bit.
That's good.
I can try.
I want to make sure. Ricardo Madrana.
Yes, sir.
You are going to the RBI World Series to
Yes,
represent the Cleveland Guardians.
Mm-hmm.
What an awesome feeling. Tell us about it. How was it when you were up in Chicago?
Oh, it's 3 good days over there. We playing hard baseball, you know. Playing hard over there. Playing hard. That teams are good over there.
And a lot of the teammates that you have on this team are on that same team that went to Chicago to earn this berth to the RBI World Series. Orlando, Florida, Disney. You can't get it any better than that.
Yeah, we only go over there to have fun, be crazy over there. You know, they're good guys right here. They're doing great.
Yeah, and when you look at the opportunity that you had, tell us a little bit about the experience in terms of totally free, your coaches, you know. First of all, how was the meals? I hope they...
Yeah, they're doing good. They're doing good for sure. The coaches are good. The guys too. We are one family over there. Doing great.
And when you talk about this program, recreation, it feeds into the RBI, and a lot of them are a big part of making that happen.
Yeah.
Obviously, when you look at the kids now, that when they first start out, they may not have the skill level that you have.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and they're just getting ready to get started. Just like the team you played today, you had a bunch of guys that are a lot younger, they're learning still, versus some of you guys that are polished, that have been at it. What advice would you give to them about saying, hey, here's what I did to get myself to that level?
They only need practice hard. They're doing good already. They are good guys over there. I know some guys over there, they go to Cleveland RBI too, and they're doing good. They're going to be there one day. I know.
Well, I first want to wish you the best of luck. Have a great time. Remember these memories because they're far and few in between. But again, congratulations to making it to the RBI World Series.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
I
Ricardo.
appreciate it.
Appreciate you coming by.
Thank you.
Okay, so we'll call in Marcus Morrison here to finish this up. And again, it was a night that we put together for showcase for the senior baseball program for the kids to get the opportunity to be shown right here on TV 20, and some of them showed some great skills, Coach.
Yeah, Tim. I wasn't surprised, but just a few of them just need to be polished up a little bit, and I think they can play at the next level. So if these guys, focus this year, and they're juniors or sophomores, and they can polish their game up a little bit, then we could get some scouts out here that's from colleges and have something to put out there so the world can see, that Cleveland baseball is still thriving.
Well, again, I'm going to ask you, Coach, because I know you'll be going back to Humphrey this week. I'm sure Coach says,
right.
Okay, I'm giving you one day, but I ain't giving you no more.
Right.
Please send our appreciation to all the coaches over there, Coach Woods and everybody that made that program start and begin.
Right.
And it's going to be a challenge. We're going to keep working at it, and we got a lot of kids that really want to learn to get there to that next level.
Yeah.
So again, Coach, thank you so much.
I appreciate the opportunity, Tim. It's always a pleasure.
And hopefully in 2023 we'll be right back here again.
I hope to be. Hope to be.
Well, folks, you've been watching the 2022 Again, senior baseball showcase game. Again, the final score, you see it on the board, is not what the story is all about. It's about everybody getting out here, having a good time, getting an opportunity to show some of their skills. So for Marcus Morrison, I'm Tim Wells. Good night, everyone.